The FIFA World Cup started 5 days ago, and if you're still trying to figure out how to make football content without running into copyright issues, you're in the right place. A lot of creators focus only on shorts, but honestly, that's one of the slowest ways to build serious income. Shorts can get views, but long-form videos are where the real money is.
Here comes the money!
Here we go.
Long videos allow multiple ads to run, which can significantly increase your earnings. Hey everyone, this is Albert AI. First of all, thank you for the support. Our channel has officially reached 67 subscribers, and this video is dedicated to all of our loyal supporters. Today, I'm going to show you how to create football videos that are more likely to qualify for monetization while staying original and engaging. Before we get started, let's look at a few successful channels you can learn from. First up, Football Protocol. 94 videos. 200,000 subscribers. Let that sink in. That's not a grind of thousands of uploads. That's 94 well-made videos that built a 250,000 audience. And if you check their recent stuff, they're pulling over 100,000 views per video consistently. What are they covering? Football highlights, major events, the big moments people actually want to watch. Nothing complicated. But here's the part that really matters. Their videos run between 17 and 20 minutes. That length isn't accidental. Longer videos mean more ad placements, which means significantly higher earnings per 1,000 views. They didn't just build an audience, they built a smart business. Second channel, Football Rap Battles. Now this one's interesting. 26 videos, 34,000 subscribers. They take football players and turn them into rap battle content. It's creative, it's niche, and it clearly works. Here's what I want you to notice though. Their videos average around 2 minutes long. That's extremely short, and look, you can absolutely make content like this. There's no rule against it, but from a pure earning standpoint, short videos mean fewer ads, lower RPM, and a much smaller paycheck even when the views are solid. It's a great format for building a fanbase, just don't expect it to replace your income anytime soon. Third, Football Snaps. This one's my personal favorite example, and here's why. They're not just showing highlights, they're doing analysis. Videos like 7 Habits That Make Average Players Elite. Think about that title for a second. It's not just football content, it's football content with a lesson, a takeaway, something the viewer actually gains from watching. That's a completely different value proposition. It attracts a more engaged audience, it gets shared, it gets saved, and it tends to perform better in YouTube search over time because people are actively looking for that kind of content. So you've got 3 very different approaches in front of you. Long-form highlight coverage, short creative content, and analytical deep dives. All 3 are working right now in this space. The question is, which direction fits what you want to build? Because picking the right format from the start isn't just a creative decision. It's a business decision, and the channels that grow fast are the ones that made that decision intentionally, not randomly. So let's talk about how you make yours. We'll do this in 3 steps: clips, voiceover, and editing. Let's move to the first step, which is finding clips. For this, you need to go to this website. I'll put the link in the description. Now it's time to find football clips, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it. One of the websites you can use to find football matches is Footballia. All you have to do is visit the website and sign up first. If you don't sign up, you won't be able to download matches. So first click the sign in button and then log in. I already have an account, so I'm logging in with it. Okay, now I'm signed in. The next step is to search for the match you're looking for. For example, if you want to find matches played by Messi, simply search for Messi. Now you'll see all the matches in which Messi played. Let's click on the first one. Then you'll see all the clubs he played for, such as Barcelona. He played 772 matches, and now browse through the matches and choose the one you like. But keep one thing in mind, matches from 2005 and earlier usually have lower resolution. If you choose more recent matches, such as matches after 2020, you'll get much better and cleaner quality, which is better for this type of video editing. Click on any match here. Okay, now the match is open. Since this website doesn't provide a direct download option, we'll need to download it another way, and now I'm going to show you that method. To download the video, right-click with your mouse and select Inspect. Okay, now click on Network, then select Media. Now play the video and pause it. After that, you'll start seeing files appear here. Usually there is 1 video file, but sometimes you may see 3 or 4 files. You can click on any of them because they are all the same video. I'll click on this one. Now it will open in a new tab. Okay, now pause the video. To download it, click the 3 dots at the bottom. You'll see a download option. Just click on it. Now the video will start downloading to your device. Let's move on to the next step, which is the script. Now it's time to write the script, and this part is easier than you think. If you actually watch football, you're already halfway there. You know the goals, you remember the key moments, you felt the tension in the match. Just write from that. Put yourself in the commentator's seat and describe what happened, the build-up, the turning points, the moments that changed the game. That's your script. But what if you don't follow football closely? No problem at all. Here's exactly what you do. Go to a transcription website. I'll show you which one I use on screen. Take the match video you downloaded from Footballia and upload it. The website will listen to the commentary and automatically generate a full text transcript of everything that was said during the match. Once it's done, hit download and save that file. Now open ChatGPT. Paste the entire transcript in and give it this exact instruction. Write me a professional football commentary based on this transcript. Include proper highlights, goals, and key moments. Make it around 20 minutes long and sound human, not robotic. Hit run. In about 30 seconds, you'll have a full script ready to go. Now, don't just copy and paste it straight into your video. Read through it. Adjust anything that sounds off. Add your own voice where you can. The goal is for this to sound like a real person who watched the match and is breaking it down, not like a robot summarizing a Wikipedia article. That's the difference between a channel people subscribe to and one they click off in 10 seconds. Script done. Next step, voiceover. Alright, script is ready. Now we need a voice. And this is where your channel goes from looking amateur to sounding completely professional. Because no matter how good your editing is, if the voiceover sounds robotic or flat, people will click off within the first 10 seconds. So pay attention here. You've got a few solid options: 11 Labs, SpeechMath, Google AI Studio, all of them work. But for this tutorial, I'm using 11 Labs, and I'll show you exactly why in a second. Go to the 11 Labs website. Once you're in, click on the text-to-speech option. Now here's the most important step. Choose your voice carefully. 11 Labs has dozens of options. Pick one that sounds natural, confident, and fits the energy of a sports channel. Take your time with this. Your voice is part of your brand. Once you've selected your voice, paste your full script into the text box. Double check it. Make sure everything reads cleanly, no weird punctuation, no formatting errors. Then hit generate. In under a minute, you'll have a professional quality voiceover ready to download. That's it. No microphone, no recording setup, no sound treatment needed. Just a great voice at the click of a button. Your voiceover will be generated and ready. Okay, you've got your clips, you've got your voiceover. This is the part that separates channels that blow up from channels that get copyright struck into oblivion on day one. Don't skip a single step here. This section could literally save your channel. Open CapCut, import your clips and voiceover, and drop them onto the timeline. Simple enough, but here's where it gets serious. Step 1. Kill the logos. This is the #1 mistake beginners make. Every clip you pulled from the internet, it probably has a channel watermark, a network logo, or a brand stamp somewhere on screen. YouTube's Content ID system is scanning for exactly this. The fix is dead simple. Either crop the video to cut the logo out of frame, or use CapCut's blur tool to mask it completely. Takes 10 seconds per clip. Do it every single time, no exceptions. Your future monetized self will thank you. Step 2. Cut the fat. You don't need every second of every clip. You need the moments that match your voiceover, and only those moments. If your voiceover says, Messi dribbles past 3 defenders, your clip better show exactly that. Anything else, delete it. The moment your visuals drift away from what you're saying, your viewer's brain checks out. Retention drops. YouTube stops pushing your video. Be ruthless with your cuts. Tight editing keeps people watching till the end, and that's the single biggest signal YouTube uses to decide whether your video gets recommended. Step 3. Add text overlays. On-screen text does 2 things. It reinforces your message for viewers watching without sound, and yes, a huge chunk of people watch on mute, and it makes your video feel produced, not just slapped together. Add key stats, player names, country flags, anything that adds visual information. Keep the font clean, keep the colors consistent, and make it yours. Step 4. Sound effects. This one is underrated. A crowd roar when a goal is shown, a whoosh on a transition, a bass drop when you hit a dramatic moment in the match. Sound design is what separates a video that feels cheap from one that feels like it belongs on a real sports channel. CapCut has a built-in sound effects library. Use it. Keep the levels balanced so it enhances the voiceover, doesn't compete with it. Step 5. Brand everything. Add your channel name to the video. Seriously, put it in the corner. Keep it subtle, but keep it there. This does more than you think. It tells your audience this content belongs to someone, to a channel, to a brand. It builds trust, and when YouTube's system sees consistent branding across your uploads, it helps signal that you're a legit creator, not a re-uploader. Step 6. Transitions and filters. Keep transitions clean. Simple cuts or fast wipes work best for sports content. Avoid anything flashy that pulls attention away from the action. Add a color filter if you want a cinematic feel. Slightly desaturated with a warm grade works great for football. Just stay consistent across all your videos. Consistency is branding. Once every element is in, logos removed, cuts tightened, text added, sound effects layered, channel name stamp, transition smooth, hit export. 1080p minimum. That's your finished video. You've just turned raw footage and a voiceover into something original, branded, and copyright safe. Now upload it to your YouTube channel. If you consistently create original football content with strong commentary and editing, you'll have a much better chance of building an audience and growing your channel. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're serious about building a football-focused YouTube channel, be sure to check out my next video where I'll share even more advanced strategies for growing faster.